Welcome to another episode of the After the Whistle podcast. I'm your host, Smiley, for today, and I am joined by Vangelda, Fred, Crack, and the legend himself, Benjamin Nketsia from Citi FM. As everybody knows, Citi FM, number one sports show in Ghana. Like, he's repped on this podcast before to talk about the African Games, and we have him back again to talk about the exciting weekend we've just had. First, make us start with Benjamin. Benjamin, also.
I beg, I agree to everybody. I something funny, right? I see say if you give some team hype, like everybody's trying to act like, oh, don't give we hype. You go spoil, you go jinx one a season and things. But hey, it's what it is. Like your performance is what will show where you be at the end of the season. Whether you jinx some or not, what's go happen. So Chelsea challenge you for if they call you title contender, you for claim out. I mean, stop deflecting and saying Arsenal will be the best team in the land. And says like if you're the first at the end of the season, you go play top four. Me like this, you see, I pull up in the Leverkusen jersey. It be diversion tactic, but the end of the season there, by the time the season end, everybody go see his smoothness level. But hey, the Premier League will be this season. I'm just a little shocked at how Manchester City are behaving. Like 6 games without a win. And today's game was really poor for me because I felt like Liverpool practically played them off the park. And the scoreline was very deceptive. This game should have ended like 5-0 or 4-0. I mean, Van Dijk had a higher XG than Erling Haaland. And so this was a really interesting game where they escaped. Yeah,
Benjamin, you make very excited about this your team, because make I just grease my other people first before we go sell the team better for you. Because it be like you get plenty things for your chest up. So make I just grease my other people.
I mean, no more.
Make I start with your colleague Liverpool fan, Fred. What's up?
Yo, Charlie. Right now there's a new body in town. There's a new body in town. See, you know the fake one. The fake Dutch one where you can pass away right now. They can do some skills, but there's a new body in town. Today we score your mind. Started doing Premier League titles. But okay, what's up?
Vangelda, what's good?
Good evening, everyone. Good to be here. Happy to be here. Things are looking good in West London. That's all I can say. It's good.
Okay. Crack. For some reason, Crack they wear glasses today. Nobody knows why.
Hello, my fellow learned colleagues. How you all doing?
Yeah, fine.
I'm actually honored to be here. It's my pleasure to be here as well. Right now, we've actually appointed a professor in football, a professor. So I'm actually coming to give in-depth analysis of a Liverpool City match, why Chelsea is third in the title race, why Arsenal is about to make it, and any question you can ask me. And then especially our last segment of answering questions, I'll be here. Thank you very much. You can call me Le Professor Crack.
And finally, Corey, what's good?
I'm good, man. Apologies for my tardiness, but Charlie, the man's got to do what the man's got to do. But I'm here. Let's talk sports.
So let's just jump right into it. Let's jump right into it because today we have a lot of happy faces because this might be the first time where we've had an episode where everybody's team won comfortably over here. So it looks like we have a very happy crowd over here today. But on this podcast, we like chaos. So make I try to throw some small spanner in the works before we go get into things. This one goes to the Liverpool fans. Has Mo Salah surpassed Steven Gerrard as the greatest Liverpool player of the Premier League era? Make us start with Benjamin.
Like I want to hear Freddie's submission first, but I think I was tweeting in midweek that, listen, we did like revisionist history, but if you did put all the cards on the table, I think Salah is Liverpool's greatest player of all time. Like, let's not even do Premier League era and all of that stuff. He's Liverpool's greatest Premier League. He's the greatest Liverpool player ever.
People.
No. Oh, boss, Charlie, put your stats on the table. Like, you see, they're talking with plenty. Like, put your stats on the table. In the end, those guys won Champions League. He's won a Champions League. They won the Premier League. He's won the Premier League. And you see, I feel like one of the bits about Salah that gets overlooked a lot is his like football IQ and his ability to assist. Like most of the time, we did count the goals, but he's already doing double digits in assists. I think he's on 9 assists already this season. So he's 9 assists just in the Premier League. All competitions, he's already entered double figures. So if he like, he's a beacon of consistency. I think he's done this like what 5-6 years in a row. So I can't say much about Gerrard and Ian Rush and all those guys. Those guys were good. I mean, they had their time. Kenny and Sins, but Suarez was good, but Suarez has nothing. Suarez doesn't have a Premier League title. He doesn't have a Champions League either. I mean, if we're talking about Liverpool finishers or Liverpool players, he's right up there with the best of them for me, but not winning any silverware definitely takes away something from his legacy. But hey, like I'm saying, this season, I know we'll talk plenty, but if this season had to the Salah vault, then it means Charlie, the matter there is finished. Like there's no debate anymore. As of now, I don't think it's a debate, but we just need this season to crystallize it.
Right.
He's the best Premier League player for Liverpool ever. He's the best Premier League winger ever. And he's the best African player in the Premier League ever. There's no argument. Since the guy came Liverpool, he broke the Premier League record for goals, 32 goals. His lowest amount of goals in the season is 18 Premier League goals. And the thing about Gerrard we always used to use was he changed big games. So in very tight big games, all the big teams for England, everybody claim your own. Man U, you claim hat-tricks. Arsenal claim them our own. Man City always they claim them our own. He scored in the Champions League final. He's won us Premier League titles. See, I don't think this thing is even up for debate. The only reason why it will be up for debate is probably because maybe he's not English. But Salah, if like he be English or he be some Irish guy, like then the guy always they score every big moment. Like Salah can be wasteful sometimes, but if you go and look at his conversion rate compared to all the other attackers, his conversion rate is actually high. But it's just that he gets so many chances. I was telling my little brother this morning, Salah actually gives an outlet for all the midfielders and defenders in Liverpool. If you get the ball and you're under pressure, just play a long ball to the right, and there's someone always there. And penalties, big moments, dribbling around, taking off his shirt. Gerrard tried for me, and Gerrard helped us because the team was very, very bad at that point, right? So him shining made it like very obvious. But Charlie Salah, even in the midst of all these stars, he is the star in the team. Like recently, they had an interview, and it's almost like all the players are looking up to him as a player. And most of the time, when he calls big shots, he comes and does it. The only time he didn't do it was against Real Madrid, but this week we take remedy small. So I genuinely don't think it's even up for debate. I think Salah has been the best Premier League player for Liverpool by far.
You postpone the agenda for me because I think that they can't scatter the camp small, but it's be like they can't be united. So make I just move on to the actual match. Because they had expect some horse debates, make one person say no, another person will say yes, then we scatter ourselves small, but actually like the camp there. This season they are very united. Slot has done his part. So speaking of Slot.
I mean, so just trying to add to what they are saying. You know, people have this kind of affinity towards cult heroes, people that have been somewhere for a long time and they've been great and all of that. Like Gerrard came, if you watch Gerrard's trajectory, when he actually came, Liverpool, they weren't dominated. If you check, right, they won was it the Champions Cup or was it a Europa Cup? Back then they had a name. They won that.
The UEFA Cup.
Was it
UEFA Cup?
Was it UEFA Cup? Yeah. They won the UEFA Cup and they won a couple of
Mickey Mouse treble.
Mickey Mouse, and
UEFA
by that
Cup,
time,
FA Cup,
by that
Cup.
time, and during that time, you weren't counting Liverpool as one of the top 3 teams in England. There was when they were going through their drought of not winning the league, and it was like you had this gem of a player that it came through the ranks, and it was very good. It was hailed as, and he became one of their youngest captains ever, right? Like, and even like it did a lot. So it's hard for people to shake that away, and especially his performance in that Champions League win in 2005. Right, he literally had to play right back. He literally had to play everywhere. He literally willed the team. to that victory. So people have that, but it's just like how when you talk about the greatest winger in United history, it's Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo, right? But before Ronaldo came, you had people that were talking about gigs. They were talking about Beckham, right?
Best.
Because of their consistency coming from the youth team as well. George Best, everyone had it. But we are talking about somebody that came and has delivered on a consistent basis. It's Mo Salah. Like yesterday I was there and I remember the episode we had with Kawawa where it was Drogba versus Salah, right? On who
Salah.
Drogba versus Salah, who was the best African export in the Premier League, and I was for Salah, he was for Drogba. It was a very good argument because Drogba was a big game player, changed Chelsea and all those things. But in hindsight, I think he should give me my stone because it was never a competition to begin. Look,
It's not even a
Salah
competition.
Salah is the player to have scored most goals against City, most goals against United. Just these two teams alone in this era, like just these two teams in this era alone, makes him the GOAT in Liverpool. Trust me. The guy has like 3 hat-tricks against United. And the guy has terrorized Pep Guardiola's team more than any player. Like Pep's team. So do you get what I mean? It's not like it's City team under this United coach, that coach, then what's his name? City's first coach as the money came, the United legend. Mark, you understand? It's not, but this is the Pep Guardiola era, and he's a leading goal scorer against City and against United. Like, what's more? And if you want to bring trophies, he has won a Premier League. Did Gerrard win the Premier League? No. You understand? The guy has consistently scored over 20 plus goals in 6 seasons or so. How many people can boast of that? The guy is going to break. So look, last time I was watching, they were like, if they give him a contract extension, right? Let's say they give him three more years, he'll easily be in the top 5 leading goal scorers in Premier League history if he continues at this pace of like 20 goals a season or something. Do you get it? And I was like, oh wow, really? People had to play one a number of games to get there. Honestly, but Salah, like, what more can you ask? Like, I love Steven Gerrard, but Charlie, I go with Fred Dubs.
Looks like everybody's united on this one. So, on to the match itself. Liverpool are looking like an unstoppable force right now. Last week we spoke about them, and Van Gelder and Corey actually said that if City lose this match, if City was to lose this match and go 11 points behind Liverpool, they still wouldn't rule them out of the title race. First, make I start with Corey. Corey, do you still think that City are still in the title race after going 11 points, or you've changed your mind from last week?
So when I initially said that statement, I had an ideology of City over the past 4 seasons. What I have seen in the last month, I have to say I feel as though it's crumbling, and it's crumbling fast. And I feel as though the age of the players and the quality, like, they have good players that are now all 30 and above. Like the ones that have won things that are formidable, they're all 30 and above. And then the ones that they have to come and replace them are all 23 and below in the ocean. Or they're not cook finish. Doku not cook finish. Well, I don't know when he go cook more, but unless maybe that Rasta comes that Rasta, Doku not cook finish. Savinho is such a raw prospect. He's good, but he's raw. And Haaland without service check, like, it's like Chris Wood. It's like a Chris Wood in any team. Like he doesn't create his chances. So without somebody supplying him, he's null and void. I think what we've seen in the last week is a tired squad. They've done this 4 seasons back to back, winning at the highest level. I think they're tired. I think you can't maintain that verb throughout 6 years where you win at the top of the time. Like at a point, Charlie, you've done it. I'm tired. If you chase ball right now, you see say some break coming, they chase the ball. You think 3 seasons ago you like, Charlie, I need to get this ball back. Right now, like, Charlie, yeah, I'm sure we'll get the points later. Not really be hyped. Like it's unconscious. Before you realize it, you're not chasing back. I don't think they're out of it completely because it's City. It's just City. But bro, 11 points and the way everybody else is playing compared to them right now is not a good thing. Like they need to play like a Southampton, followed by a Wolves, followed by Ipswich, to try and gather that momentum. Because right now they put everybody there, then they play, they slap them. And from what we saw today, it's almost as if Rodri, he was their heartbeat, but without him, they are lost. Like it's like with Rodri, they're a 94% team, or 94 rated team. Without Rodri, they come down to like 81. Like they're still good, they can still cause you damage, but they ain't really making that kind of noise. This game, I knew they were gonna get slapped, and for Liverpool to slap Madrid and City, you caught them at 2 very good times. At the best times, you could possibly catch City. It's not luck. It's just like this season, a lot of things have fallen for Liverpool. Like everything, all the dominoes are falling in the right direction. It's absolutely insane. I have never seen a season so
Arsenal boys get some group chats where then they come up with talking points. It be the same talking points them all get.
Oh really? That's very interesting. But it's very interesting. Your injuries be Chiesa, who came injured, so you don't really be player, and who else? Like people have no injuries, and okay, Alisson is a big one, but your second keeper, De Ball.
Exactly.
He's doing well. Like Alisson has not been missed.
Exactly. Everybody get the injuries. Everybody get the injuries. This is the thing.
Calm down. They're degrees.
No, Trent has, but he's been injured. Trent has been injured. Bradley got injured in the last game. Alisson has been injured. Smikas, who's the backup left back, I understand, has been injured. Jota is our main striker, has been injured. We have so many injuries. Chiesa, you mentioned. Chiesa said we know the count up. Harvey Elliott has been injured since the beginning of the season. But Scott, with the win, nobody talk. But we also have the injuries.
Then you know what? Then you guys actually have to be afraid because it means you're loading players a lot right now. You might actually be loading a lot of players right now, and they may come back to haunt you. Like I'm just praying for Salah, make it twist, maybe make it pull, maybe make it try some quick darts, then the hamstring go for like some 5 weeks. That'd be all I they pray for. Right? See, if I wake up morning, no, God, thank you for today. I pray that Salah pulls his hamstring in Jesus' name. I pray, Amen. Because
then they wish injuries on me.
See, the way your season is going, it almost seems perfect. Or the way it's appearing to be, even though you get injuries and things, the team that's on there is playing really, really well. So it seems almost perfect. Games that you people shouldn't be winning, you have that cheat code, that African cheat code that just happens to assist or I'm still mad about the Southampton game, but let's isolate just Liverpool where they are. You're doing very well. People are saying you're supposed to be in your hard period, but you've won every game so far. So really, what again? 11 points, City equals Dengotaya, but unless maybe January they throw a lot of money at it, and even that, I don't think they recover from this. This might be one that they sit out. So I mean Chelsea replace them. So
like Benjamin, at the beginning of the episode, you're talking about jinxing things and all of that. Do you think that Liverpool are now in a very comfortable seat heading into the
A
for
comfortable
the rest of
lead.
the season.
Yeah, a comfortable
The
lead.
comfortable lead, yeah, that's the word I was looking for. I do think Liverpool are in a comfortable lead right now, and it might be it might be amounting too high for both Arsenal, City, and whoever else is in the title race to climb.
Nah, I don't think there's anything like that. It's the Premier League. Like I was telling you before we even started recording, but 11 points is just 3 defeats and 1 draw, and that's it. And you don't. 3 defeats looks like 11 points looks like a lot on paper, but you just need to lose 1 game. Your players need to just get into some doubting headspace, and then all of a sudden you drop points again. It will happen again. Before you know, you've thrown it away. And I've seen
Can
Liverpool
I hear
do
an
this before,
amen?
actually. No, I've actually seen Liverpool do this before. So I feel like Corey was being unfair. And like Fred said, Arsenal fans are they've gotten in a certain group chat where they want to play mind games with Liverpool. I don't know what this is all about, but it'd be cool. I mean, you're forgetting that Liverpool did not even make any recruitments this season. Forget Chiesa, like you said, he's injured. And then we bought Mamadashvili, who is on loan somewhere. Liverpool, this is literally Klopp's team. Like Slot didn't buy anybody. He barely bought anybody. And like Fred rightly mentioned, there's been quite a number of injuries, which is why I think this Liverpool team is actually underrated, because it's almost like whoever plugs into whatever position is just as comfortable as whoever was leaving or whoever got injured. So they're not getting enough credit for that, because when Tsimikas has played, he's been really good, minus few defensive lapses. I feel like if the coaches would put seniority aside, he's probably at par with Robertson now, or probably slightly better, because it's not like Robertson is a bad player. He just has a lot of miles on his legs, and so he's not as quick as he used to be. If you find a quick winger on a good day, don't blow by him all day. But we've managed Kelleher's situation really well as well. And I was also telling somebody that Kelleher has like a cheat code, because it's like unfair to have a backup goalkeeper who is this good. He could easily walk into any other top 4 or top 6 team. And then we miss Diego Jota as well. But you see, when you recruit well as a team, you don't worry about these things. When Jota goes, there's a Gakpo. When a Gakpo goes, there's a Diaz. When a Diaz goes, it's layer after layer of quality. That's how it is. When your recruitment team is good, that's what happens. But you can contrast that on the other side with Manchester City and say they bought Mateus Nunes for 50 million. He's barely played football. When he's played, he's been completely rubbish. And nobody says anything about it. Pep keeps moving him around, trying to figure out what to do with him, but it's not working. Mateus Nunes is a central midfielder, maybe an AMC sometimes. I'm not sure where this left back business came about. And then exactly. Now, I'm looking at that situation at Manchester City, and we always used to say that City had the deepest team in the league and blah. Why has the narrative changed now? Why is the narrative now that their players are too old? What's that all about? Exactly. See, you have the Premier League MVP. He's not showing up. Nobody's talking about it. Why is nobody pointing fingers at the Premier League MVP?
Who they talk?
It'd be only the non-English people with the talk. The English people, they do like the noisy by the cool. So there's that. And then you have a situation where I think they recruited poorly during the summer. Partly, I'm not sure what that was about. I don't know if one of it was because Bergstein's one leg was outside the club at that point. But I also think that they've been looking over their shoulder a little bit because of the charges they have. And then there's financial fair play itself, because it didn't make any sense that you would sell somebody like Julian Alvarez for that kind of money and not buy a decent or close to decent replacement. And if you look at some of their goal scoring struggles as well, people are pointing fingers at Haaland. And Corey mentioned that he's looking like a Chris Wood right now. If you look at his XG numbers, it's crazy, because his XG is at about 10 point something and he's performing at about 3 point something. So he's heavily underperforming his XG.
He's missing big chances.
He's missing a lot of chances that he would typically score. The only difference is if De Bruyne was fully operational and their team was fully operational, maybe he'd get 5 chances and miss maybe 2. Then he would score a hat-trick. But now it's not the same. But I think that Liverpool deserve more credit. People are making it sound like everybody else has had to falter for Liverpool to excel. That's not true. It's 18 wins out of 20. And the loss came against Forest, and then there was a draw against Arsenal. It's completely unreal for a new manager to come in like this and settle in with a team get things going. When like my manager grants post game presser, like it be tactics we dey talk. Be like, oh, and the board this, the board that, referees. No, we don't talk referees matter. When your team good, they talk referees matter. You come and discuss tactics and go. So the season there, I feel like people think there's a resurgence coming for Man City. It won't happen. Gundogan's legs are gone. Rico Lewis cannot play a one-time pass to save he can't play a one-time pass. Rico Lewis needs to touch the ball 3-4 times every time before he can. You can't do that if you're a DM and if you're playing in like a high press situation like the Premier League. So as for City, I think their problems are just beginning. If they think they are going to get out of it anytime soon, like you said, they might need like a Everton, Palace, Ipswich type run to be able to get their act together. And even that right now, the smaller teams are smelling blood. Like nobody's afraid anymore. Everybody thinks that they can go and at least get like a draw or something of the sort. So as for Liverpool, we did. I mean, we don't talk say we will win any title or anything, but 11 points there, you don't be heavy, you don't go anywhere. Anything can happen, but make nobody try to do like, oh, everybody they slacked out by Liverpool. No, Liverpool they ball past your teams. That'd be right.
Fred, Corey, they tried downplay your people, but what do you have to say about that? Yo, Mike.
Freddie, you're muted.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I say I'm not falling for that thing. Real Madrid won today. They won last week. Real Madrid have been winning. Apart from Barcelona, Real Madrid are 3 or 2 points away from the top of the league, and they have a game in hand. We just call them simple. See, that you watch the game, we all watch the game. They know if you get the ball. They know if you get the ball. We scored them simple. Wait, today, Man City are in a rough patch. That one, no doubt. But City is City. City,
Top
no
of the
matter
league in
what.
Europe, top of the league in the Premier League. I just had to mention.
We score AC Milan, we score Bayer Leverkusen. See, the champions, Real Madrid, Leverkusen, Man City. We scored all of them. And you can't come and tell me that, oh, it's because we are lucky or people have injuries. We also have the injuries. We have injuries in defense, we have injuries in the midfield, we have injuries in attack, and we also have Darwin Núñez as our striker. So we get deficiencies everywhere. So me, the only thing I have to say is we will not sign anybody. We say they go for top 4. It be the Arsenal fans. That's why Arsenal fans take this thing so personal. They then say them go win the league. They then say the team be between them and City. We will not talk anything. We just they play one about they go. But the major thing we say, one big difference from last season to this season was there was too much transition ball for us. We are good at transitions. Other teams are also good at transitions, and we just they play transition versus transition. And with this guy, if he the lead, then he just go slow down the game small. Then you go see the Salah just go do the magic. Then we end up 2-0 real quick. So it makes us solid. Like today, Joe Gomez came in for Konate, and Konate has been, to be honest, in my opinion, the best defender this season. Joe Gomez Haaland makes silent cry. And another thing, it's a bit off the park, but Haaland, be intelligent striker because Haaland won't play physical plus Van Dijk. You see, he won't show say he they win the Van Dijk battle. Most strikers will go to the weaker defender. Haaland did that the fight plus Van Dijk. Van Dijk is stronger and taller than you. So instead of Haaland say we'll go Joe Gomez inside and get some 2 balls and try score. No, he did that. He did do push plus Van Dijk. When Van Dijk show up, say he be the Rolls Royce. No, that agenda I don't start them yet, but the best Premier League defender that your Rio Ferdinand and teams, they're not no ball play like Van Dijk. See, it's not even an argument. Van Dijk no win the trophies. But if Van Dijk did that Man Utd, then go win the same number of trophies plus more. If he did Real Madrid plus Ramos, then go win the same number of trophies. But all in all, we just base. I think that for now, since you say 11 points or whatever, 9 points, you always talk about the Christmas curve. That'd be the time where teams actually they suffer. If we are able to get to that FA Cup weekend and we still 11 points, then I would say, yeah, this is something that we can actually win. But with this Christmas and like the injuries I've said, like right now we have 5 defenders in rotation, and we have to use Kwanzaa at right back today because Trent has just come back from injury. He can't play 3 games in a week. So it means one of these games against Everton or Newcastle, Kwanzaa would have to play right back or Joe Gomez and Joe Gomez is our backup for a centre back, our right back, and our left back. So there are injuries in very critical positions, and we just have to see how we go over the Christmas period. So on top of that, give credit where it's due. Arsenal is a solid team. Like Arsenal from defense to attack, then they look very solid. Then they put teams away. Then they feel lock up the game. So you are going against teams that can actually go on a run of at least 10 to 12 games straight. And I think Arsenal and City can do that. So you can obviously say that you're going to win the league because of that. But we there with days. It be Arsenal then they say they will win the league. So me, I just wait them.
Vangelda, let me just come to you. We've not heard from you today. So last week you said you're not writing City off until it's the final day and it's mathematically impossible. Do you still stand by that, or today's performance has changed your mind?
Good evening once again. I want to start off by saying hearts go out to Eduardo Bove of Fiorentina, who lost consciousness in the game against Inter Milan. Apparently, he's okay. He's under pharmacological sedation in the hospital. So that's where I want to start from. But this was so poor today, my goodness. Like, I was watching the game with my wife and she was like, who's the team in blue? Why are they not playing well? What are they doing? Why is the team in red? What's the name? I want to support. Hey, nobody will support Liverpool in this house. Nobody will support Liverpool in this house. But Liverpool was really impressive. Not just today, against Real Madrid as well. Very, very impressive. Went about their, like, no bullshit. In the first 5 minutes, or the first 10 minutes, I think they had like 5 shots on target. Like, City couldn't pass or couldn't make more than 3 passes. And this is the worst I've seen City. Even since, like, Mancini. Like, they were really, really, really bad today. But they've been bad for a while. They were leading 3-0 against Feyenoord, ended up drawing 3-3. Like, Feyenoord, City of old will just give them like 8. Then we just move forward and then just forget about them. I don't know what the problem is. I understand that maybe they've lost Rodri, but to be honest, I didn't expect it to affect them this much. I didn't think that them losing Rodri meant they would lose all sense of direction. That someone like a Kanji can pass. Having high IQ and being able to mathematically calculate things, he can calculate where the velocity of the body and where he has to be, or how much effort he has to put into the pass so it goes to his player. I don't get it. And they probably might fix it by signing some new players. But to be very honest, I think the head loss in that team right now is monumental. From the manager right down to Ortega at the back, everybody them ahead go. Like, usually Pep Guardiola will just smile and laugh. Bro, the guy started scratching his head. He's not hitting himself. I'm worried about that guy. I'm very worried. Like, he dey hurt somebody. He dey hurt somebody. He said, me nah do. I'm sure that thing, he go fight plus somebody, where then slap and where he hit. Where he said, I thought he said, me nah do. But it's a big worry for me. As I said last week, I won't write them off. Because as Benjamin said, it's 3 defeats and 1 draw. And that 11 points is out. Right? But they have a huge mountain to climb. First of all, mentally, as a club, they have to come out of whatever dark place they are in now, and then that must translate into their football before. And maybe by the time they do that, we already did April. Right? By the time they do that, maybe we already did April. And Liverpool have already wrapped up the league, and everybody is happy, and they've moved on, and they are even maybe re-signed Salah and on the verge of re-signing a Trent and things. So I will still give City the slimmest of chances, because one, as Benjamin says, it's the Premier League, right? Liverpool can go and play some bang-bang team that nobody expects. And then, look, last week against Southampton, that game they should have lost. They didn't play well at all.
Bro,
they should have lost.
But see, that's the thing people keep saying. Southampton, Arsenal too had to struggle to score them in the last minute. You forget those that are corner push corner. City struggled against Southampton. Southampton they play ball. You they go them at home. You expect they will just go score in 5 points.
No, but you see the
in
point.
Your form, you should.
The point I'm making is that The point I'm making is that you won that game because that is what champions do. Right? That
You
is
won
what
that game because
champions
they keep on fucking sharp. They keep on sharp.
that is what champions do. By every metric and by just looking at it as fans and as analysts and whatnot, it should have at the very least been a draw for Southampton. But some way, somehow, you are managing to find these victories in areas that most people do not expect that you will win the match. And today, for instance, by halftime, it should have been 3-0. So you have some one or two moments that you can admit that, look, where we are supposed to kill off teams, we are not killing them off. Or we are not killing them off as quickly as we should, which then requires the manager to do what he does more often than not. He's leading, so he would retreat maybe 5 yards or 7 yards from the front. They will try to be compact. They will try to keep a good shape. They will try to just slow down the pace of the passing and everything, invite pressure, knowing that they can deal with it, and then hit you on a fast break, and then they will just then increase their score. It might be a good tactical approach, but will it be a good tactical approach if we were drawing 1-1? Do you get the point I'm making? So Liverpool do have one or two things to eye on, but to be fair, it is quite scary to know that this is what I will call slot phase 1. This is phase 1. This is him just saying, look, I'm not going to teach you all my football. We'll play parts game club, parts and a slot. And this is how good they are at the moment. It is quite scary to wonder what they can become when they fully start playing the way Arne Slot wants him to play.
Make Salah left first. Take Salah out of the equation.
He's not going anywhere though. He's not going anywhere. That's the thing. At the moment, he's there. And as far as he's there, I'll count him in the equation. If he not there, fair enough.
You see, right now, City don't have Rodri, then they suffer. When Arsenal didn't have Odegaard, it's like they forgot how to play football. So I want to see Liverpool without their talisman. And let's see.
To be honest, let me tell you what will happen.
Liverpool have been without Trent and Alisson. What talisman? What people they talking about?
If
you cannot tell me Liverpool, that Salah not be cheat code.
Saka know they play. Saka know they play as Odegaard. What people they talk?
Yeah, they can't talk. Say, look, if Liverpool lose Salah and they have that Harvey Elliott, they will be perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
Salah has gone to AFCON multiple times while at Liverpool.
Say they don't
and
play
more
without
times
Salah.
we don't win without him. It not be say I'm not saying I want a Salah injury. Obviously, Salah is our best player. But this thing about remove their best player. What do you mean by remove their best player? Arsenal, Saka you say Saka to go remove him. Make them put Saka for the bench, make we see.
And when they don't play, we suffer. When Saka and Odegaard don't play, it's nearly like the team doesn't know what to do. It's a fact. I'm just saying. My point is just I want to see them without. He made a point about slots football.
We've had injuries.
And I said I just want to see them without their best, so that I see what the real slot is without the best.
Look, it doesn't matter whether he has his best or not. A good manager makes do with what he has. What he's had this season is a team without his best goalkeeper, it's a team at times without his best right back, and a team that didn't sign anybody. Like, at the very least, all of us here, Manchester United, Chelsea, and Arsenal, we all signed players in the summer. The only person
we all had the same amount of time. We all had the same amount of time. If your people not go close the deal, that will not be one at fault. If you don't sign, there not be one at fault.
So if you can admit that if they no sign, not be your fault, then if then they force you, not be your fault. Like, you should be able to admit it.
Tell your star players they make them no heads. Tell your star players they made them no heads.
Oh yeah,
your ability to be part of the game. No, for real. Like, your ability to be present is part of being a good player. You can ask Messi and Ronaldo.
And even the case they use is Arsenal say injuries. They've not had that many injuries. Apart from Odegaard for an extended period, all these guys they had 2 weeks.
They can't talk Calafiori right now. Watch.
Calafiori had 2 weeks. Calafiori be 2 weeks.
I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to bother. True. Where the arguments are started, I'm not even going to bother to engage it. So you make me just You see what you want to say? When arguing stuff, it's not even worth a conversation. It's not even worth
Because
it.
it's facts. It's facts.
Sure. It's just not even worth the conversation.
I mean, Corey, let me just
not?
ask this. Because Fred was making the point that in recent seasons, Liverpool have had to go without Salah for extended periods and stuff like that. But Arsenal seem to struggle when your best players are out. So is it just the case that Arsenal are more dependent on their star players than Liverpool are on their star players?
Right now, too much. It's one of the things I do not like at all. That over dependence on Saka and Odegaard, like right now, that everything they flow silky, everybody them I get like I'm just like a month ago this guy wasn't here and you people didn't know how to pass a ball. So this over reliance. I like a team that when you can like right now Liverpool can take out players and still function. That's a good feature to have in a championship winning team. And right now I don't feel as though Arsenal have that. So my Vim really not day like that. So these Arsenal fans he's talking about, I'm wondering who he's talking to. Because the people that really support that know the team, they talk plenty.
You there. Me, Smiley, we keep saying 11 points, Man City. When will Arsenal close that 9-point gap? Make them tell me. This is year 4 or year 5. When are you going to close that 9-point gap against Liverpool? Tell me, quick. No, me, that's what I want to know.
If me, I be the manager. I be the manager.
Hey, right now, all your big players come back. All your big players come back. Tell me when you close the 9-point gap.
Listen. At this point, this 9-point gap, the only way to close it is to be perfect, because Liverpool is playing perfect for football. If it remains as it is, Liverpool go win that thing. Like it's fact. Like it is what it is. Until Liverpool can drop points, we can't close that. Like you can't close the gap if the same people, if the people ahead of you with the 9 points. If you are running a race and a person ahead of you still maintaining speed, you too, like the maximum points you can get from a game is 3. What you want me to do?
So basically, if we say you will push shine or what, where you make them gap you 9 points from the beginning in the first place. Because we all start from the same match day 1. Nobody say Liverpool start match day 5 before they say, okay, Arsenal, the best team, may them come
Let's
start.
watch Liverpool have a perfect season. Apparently, like Liverpool won't lose games. So I they observe.
No, me, I just debate because Arsenal fans have the most to say about everybody's run and how everybody, my team, they know
Guys.
If you ask that question, pedant, all of a sudden,
Arsenal fans, you have to treat them with a certain level of like when they say certain things, just put it in a bubble somewhere, because they are traumatized. You people don't understand them. It's been 20-something years. Look, they are traumatized. Some of these people have grown up with the pain. They have grown up with the pain, and and they don't know how to analyze football anymore. And a lot of them. So I beg you, when some of them talk and make outlandish statements, you just need to put them in a bubble and put them somewhere. A lot of them talk out of their asses. Wait, remember when I'm talking, there's some things I don't say because we're going to win the title. Chane, you are 9 points behind. We are entering December. You are 9 points behind. If the team ahead of you don't drop points, you're not making it up. It's that simple. It's math.
Crack, quick one. Liverpool, do you think they are going to win the title, basically?
So I want to ask you a question, Smiley. What was the question you asked Nketsia to begin with?
Liverpool, are they in a comfortable lead?
Okay. Why are we giving Arsenal fans relevance here? I want to understand. Like, this is our Liverpool, right? In the past decade, right, when you're counting winners, do we have Arsenal there? I just want to know something. Right. You've had Chelsea win in the past decade. I mean,
Professor,
you had United
please,
stats.
no, we don't have Arsenal there.
Professor, it's the way they talk. It's the way
You
they
still
talk.
had
They say these teams don't.
no.
What we are doing is not
See,
sustainable.
the reason why I'm saying that is we nearly turned this segment into a Liverpool versus Arsenal title race, and we know that even if we are talking about comfortable leads, it's Arsenal that are used to that, right? It has happened with Liverpool before, but it has happened once. But all of a sudden, we give these guys some relevance because they've been second twice and act as if, yeah, they've been there before. They've not been there before because they've not done it. They've never closed it. You people are talking about players, right? And what you don't understand about this Liverpool team is the spine is okay. All right. It's all about the spine. It's all about Virgil, the three stubborn midfielders, Salah. All right. These are the people that people are not really focusing on. What McAllister, Gravenberch, and Szoboszlai are doing in that midfield there, it's way better than what Henderson, Fabinho, who was the third person safe? Who was the third person safe? What's the name?
Idea man. Idea man.
Was it Milner?
Wijnaldum.
No, not even.
Wijnaldum.
No, not even. Idea man.
Right.
Idea man. Yeah, you don't count him because that guy was hardly fit, right? Gini, and sometimes it was either Milner or Gini, right? Look, I made mention of the difference in that midfielders. They have thinkers. Liverpool this time brought thinkers who are hard workers. Once you have that, it took Gravenberch time to find himself. But if Smiley remember, I said it in United Peter, like, bro, this guy is one of the players where I like. Because me, I like players where then if you take ball from midfield and it's hard for you to dispose of them and they work their socks off. That's Gravenberch. And you have McAllister, who sometimes goes under the radar. But that guy is an integral cog in that Argentina team. Because as I talk, say, I know see Irishman will be Argentine before. Means he's special. Szoboszlai, the captain of Hungary, right? When they are working together, you watch. They don't play nonsense passes like the time Henderson they play. They don't give balls away keke. Oh, it's true. They keep the ball, and when they have to release it, that means say Salah speed up. Means then they give some long pass go. That is why you can have Konate go injury. You still have Van Dijk. Look, steady. Anytime Liverpool be shaky and everything, either Van Dijk hits or he come back from injury where he no dey for. If Van Dijk is fully fit and in form, bro, that guy they mash out the defense. Well. I hate the fact that I'm praising Liverpool today. I hate it to the core, bro. You have no idea. But the things I've seen that look, see the things are right. See the things are right. I don't know if people will see the things. Plus diagram and see McAllister. See, you see them right. See the things I do.
You don't take the brown.
See, no, I don't take the ground. You understand? Like this thing, like see, make I just move away from Liverpool, right? Do you know how long I've been waiting to dogpile on Pep? Like, do you know how long I've been waiting to dogpile on that fake nigga? Look, see, see, that guy.
Wait. So right now, Professor left.
No, forget agenda they come. Agenda they come. Forget the professor. Forget the professor. Agenda they come. Do you know how long I've hated that nigga? See, let me tell you something. Anytime you want to talk about Pepe, nobody wants to listen to the nuance, right? Pep and City was the worst marriage ever for any other team, right? You have two cheat codes that are combined together. Look, City is cheating UEFA, cheating us in the league and everything, giving Pep open, like either give Pep check, right? Blank check, sign anybody you want. Anytime you talk about this, people like, it's like Elon Musk, right? Elon Musk is a genius. He's a billionaire. The guy who creates more things, right? Pep we can't get watches where he give him money. Pep go fit sign defender, right? That's why they talk say like, I even write them down here, say, see, eventually players who don't fit, it will catch up to you one way or the other. Because we've had this thing for years where Pep go sign players they know they form, you know go use them, but the real players they then go perform. Next season, Pep will go buy same player for that same position, plus another money without selling that player. But they go tell you say Pep go sell 50 million for academy, because yeah, he go sell 50 million player for academy. We never see that academy in time before. You never what they talk. Pep wouldn't sell the player where go sell, where go sign, where don't they sit up. City be the only team where they will give you 2 years, make it take find yourself. I don't know whether it's so searching that you do for the honestly, like anytime you talk about this thing, I say you they hate, like you they talk. No, we are not shitting on Pep. How many teams have that luxury to replace 50 million with 50 million after just a year? Another thing is that look, it's good that people are talking about Rodri being missing, blah blah. Beginning of the season, they know they win. Rodri did it. After Rodri going, they know they win. I said it in the beginning of the season that look, you people don't understand, right? Selling Alvarez. Nketsia said all I wanted to say. Selling Alvarez was the beginning of their downfall, not Rodri, to me. Because there are games where this guy will come in clutch. There are games where Haaland is not seeing it. This guy will come in from the bench. They can even play him on the right wing, left wing. He will bang goal. They can even play him two top with Haaland. You have all your focus on Haaland. Alvarez can pump without tapping, without goal poaching, pump from anywhere.
He currently has 10 goals this season for Atleti.
I personally think Pep should have done more to keep him. Pep should have even convinced the boy. Pep should have given the boy, letting him, bro, you are still my future. But that pompous buying, that pompous way, it will eventually catch up to you. And I've been waiting for this for so long. Bringing Gundogan back was nonsense. Because what you need to understand is that De Bruyne started declining not today. I'll always blame Arsenal for not giving City a better fight in finishing the league. Oh, it's true, I'm telling you. Because De Bruyne has been declining for the past 3 seasons. And they should have capitalized on this. But Arsenal didn't. City are complaining. I'm trying to say that City first 11 is still better than United first 11. That City first 11 that they have now is still better than a lot of teams. Their first 11. You still have Ake there. You still have this guy playing their former captain. People act like this guy was never the captain. This guy was a title-winning captain. Their defender, what's his name? The Portuguese.
Ruben Diaz.
Yes.
Ruben Diaz is there, and they have the guy from Dortmund. Why do I even keep forgetting their name?
Who? Akanji.
Not
Akanji.
Look, you having top 3 defenders, Liverpool and teams can't say that. Other teams can say that. You have that. I have seen Pep play. I've seen Pep play 2 defenders and pack midfield and things, and they call him genius and wins matches. Since when are we giving Pep excuse for injuries?
Frank, he has 100 million defender on the bench. 100 million.
Don't mind him.
Don't
mind him.
For the...
Exactly. Don't mind him. Like when we are talking about this thing, people want to act as if like, bro, let me tell you something. Years of buying nonsense has finally caught up with him. This guy was buying players when he didn't need them. Jack Grealish doesn't have 5 goals in 3 years. All he does is drink. All he does is drink when they win title. All he does is drink.
Gerard, sorry to catch you back. Jack Grealish, I don't think he has a goal since December 2023 or something.
This year
like
he hasn't scored in the league.
I said the guy not get 5 Premier League goals. Look, make somebody confirm. I don't think the guy has 5 or 10 Premier League goals in 3 years.
I think he scored 11 in 3 years or so.
How much did they buy him?
He organized the
How much?
after they win the title.
You see, and that's what I'm saying. That, like, look, every time people give Pep this excuse of like, oh, right now people, I hate the fact that they are pinning this thing on Rodri. Forget it. It is not. I said, see, Doku, De Bruyne, and Nketsia said what I was about to say. The team is old. They are older now. The spine, I keep on talking about the spine. The spine is Kyle Walker has been making silly mistakes. He has been making it for years, but they always cover up. This guy will go and play Akanji right back, and they'll win matches, and nobody will say anything. And Kyle Walker will be on the bench. This guy can go and play John Stones as a 6, and you win matches. Nobody will say anything. He's a genius. You understand what I'm saying? What is happening to City is something that has happened under Ferguson's teams. It is called winning fatigue, and I know some teams can relate, and it's not our fault. Some teams can relate. They can't relate. So I don't want to mention it. Some teams don't know about. They don't even know about winning, let alone having winning fatigue. But I digress.
I'm going to slap somebody today.
Yeah, Professor.
I just pointed to my screen. I just left the
point.
You know. Let me come back. I think I'm done with the agenda. Let me come back to facts now. You know, and I'm about to push one last agenda, but I need my spectacles to put this agenda. You know, this is why Ferguson is the greatest of all time. Whether you agree with me or not, I don't care. Let me tell you why. I have never ever seen Ferguson go 7 games losing streak in the Premier League era. Whether you combine him in the league, Champions League combined, I have never seen him 7. Look, Ferguson, Pep tried to pull a Ferguson by bringing Gundogan back. Ferguson brought Scholes out of retirement and won the league with him. Yeah, bro, you ain't got it like that. You can't do that. You can do that. This City team is better than the 2011 Manchester United team that won the league. Make anybody try argue. Even this team, this first 11, they failed. He better pass the 2011 team. Ferguson take win league. I'm only saying this. Look, talking about 2013 when we were the only player we bought in 2013 was who? Van Persie. The only good player we bought was Van Persie. The team was aging. We had Ferdinand on his last legs. We had Vidic on his last legs. We had Evra on his last legs. What people don't know is that we had Chris Smalling, Johnny Evans, and Phil Jones playing more matches than our senior players. So anytime Vidic and Ferdinand played, they were causing calamity and were losing. Look, we came back from losing positions and won more matches in 2013. There was a start like that as compared to. Can we stop acting as if Pep's team that he stuck up, that he has 3 quality players in every position, like it's the end of the world with him? No, let's stop giving him that excuse that there's no Rodri. Is this? I have seen this guy bench players and put out some nonsense formation and win matches. The pomposity is coming out with him. And finally, this is why the Premier League is the best league in the world. La Liga and since they can come and cry, we don't care. Once they smell blood, the wolves, they will circle around you. It is all about the psyche. Don't let small teams have the confidence coming into the match that they can beat you. That's the worst place to be in. That aura of invisibility City had, it is shaky now. There are cracks there. I have seen United lose it. And when we lost it, it was an eyesore. I have seen Arsenal chase City. And in the last games, when they have a fully fit squad safe, they were dropping points. I've seen Liverpool do it with Salah and Mane. Do you get what I'm saying? I have seen it. When they smell blood and you lose confidence, it's small, it will happen. You people keep on talking about it's not done and dusted. 11 points, City can do something. What you don't understand is that this Premier League, this season, it's not about City coming back. It's about the others. It's about the others that have been under the radar. It's about the others that have been slowly cooking with no pressure. Chelsea is not required to win the league. Chelsea didn't come into this season as the favorite. Liverpool didn't come as favorites, whether we like it or, because as we said, the same team under Klopp that were struggling. This guy came, he didn't get any new signings, so people were like, "Oh, he will need time to build the team maintenance." But I always say that quality is quality. Once you have quality, half of your job as a coach is done. The guy just had to implement. He didn't have to change much. This guy is still playing metallic football. But the difference between the metallic football is that he has real engineers in midfield. not Aboso Kaimacho, like Henderson and things. That's the difference people don't understand. You understand? He has real engineers there. Engineers where they work for Tesla.
Charlie,
No be Aboso
make you not
Kaimacho.
do so. Charlie, make you not do so. I beg you.
No, I'm telling you for a fact. It be true thing they tell you.
100%.
True thing they tell you. Because they tell me at Henderson and things, you know, one Premier League where you win. I ask you something.
Now, that one's have a serious inside because if it COVID when
COVID.
Nobody did there. Nobody did there.
No, facts because you know Klopp had Graphic Bet for a whole season and didn't really know what to do with him. People said he wasn't
Liverpool fans were saying yes. Liverpool fans were saying that guy is a bum.
He's looking like a new transfer. Yep.
Crack, sorry, but I see some article today where I say, hey, if Jürgen no left, like that guy did Techie, he did play for Galatasaray or something like that.
And what you people don't see, and what people don't understand is, I know, deep down, Klopp and his family, he go they pain them say, bro, I had to leave for me to see Pep scratch his face. I had to leave to see Pep in this state. I had to leave to see Pep doing this to Liverpool fans. Look, once you get there, you've lost the plot. Mourinho did it, and they said Mourinho was a loser. Pep is doing it, and nobody's talking about it. Look, I have watched EPL. Oh my God, I have. And funny enough, how many games has he lost in a row? See, and what is killing me is that I have hated on this guy so long. For me to hear fans sing, "You are getting sacked in the morning." Do you know what this did for me today? Like, for me to hear people tell Pep, "You are getting sacked in the morning," even though it's not going to happen, but they have legit case to say that because, bro, for the past 7 matches you've been shit, and it's not as if there's been in between. No, like the guy is being smacked. You would think the past 7 matches he has played only top teams. So no, he hasn't. Though. He's been slapped left, right, center, and I really know that Arsenal fans wish during this time he will be facing Arsenal as well. I know they wish like you know, after this guy told them to be humble, say that be humble.
If them play Arsenal, they will score them.
Then go score them. Nah, trust me. I know we hate on Arsenal. But if this Pep team meet Arsenal now, then go eat them like Royko Asanka Delight. Forget.
Nana Jai.
I dey tell you.
Nana Jai.
After Haaland told them say be humble.
See.
Corey keep quiet. Corey keep quiet. Listen,
you know why I not say Arsenal know if he beats the City. Because them a coach, you know, he get problems. He they doing body yes, Amasa. That boy to go.
Oh nah, I don't think
win that game.
No, the reason why I'm saying
that game.
Nah, they still would have lost. What Pep is going through now, What Pep is going through now, I've seen it before. And look, don't be scared. City is not coming back to win the league. Forget it. This is not the same City team as the City team of last season, last 2 seasons, last 3 seasons. They are not coming back. Watch, and you tell me I'm predicting this. In the next couple of days, dressing room leak will start. In the next couple of days, because Pep looks like a coach who is arrogant and he will not take responsibility. He will be there shouting at his players and blaming them for something. Because that Rico Lewis, we they talk to that guy for Division 1. The boy not good. That boy not good. If we talk to that boy for Coca-Cola, I tell you, because I feel mentioned. Look, that guy is not starting for any team in the league, in the Premier League. I'm telling that Rico Lewis, you know they start for any. That guy be passion merchant. I'm telling you, small boy we know the respect. That guy not good. It's just English. That's why they get this English quarterweight is English quarterweight is even. I tell you that boy not good. And you have this boy where you won't treat him like he be Mares region, right? That boy not rich. De Bruyne not being able to regain his form to stay fit. Gundogan, his legs are gone. These 2 people and Bernardo Silva to a loose form, but people know they see. City will find their form back, win matches, start threatening, but this time around, that 11 points, they are not coming back. They are not coming back because Liverpool can lose Salah. Liverpool can lose Salah and still perform. Who they have to lose are two people. They have to lose Van Dijk and they have to lose McAllister. If they lose these two players, they are done.
I don't agree with
McAllister
you.
and Van Dijk.
I don't agree with you because I think if
wait, January AFCON day.
And I can't.
No, AFCON.
No, AFCON no day. But if they lose
Ayeka.
If they lose McAllister, they will just put Curtis Jones there.
That boy is not good. That boy is not good.
We spent too much time on Liverpool and City and these people. Let's move on to another team that is threatening to be in the title race, and that is Chelsea. At the moment, they are tied for second with Arsenal. Same points, same goals scored, same goals conceded. So I think at this point, we should be considering them as a legitimate threat in the title race. Bangelda, do you think Chelsea stand a chance of at least finishing maybe above Arsenal? Since you are tied with them, so you should be believing that. On top of the fact that you spent over $1 billion.
I'll start by saying that in the words of the greatest ever Chelsea manager, Jose Mourinho, this is baby horse. Baby horse. Baby horse. So title race, baby horse. But finishing above this law, absolutely. 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 Because one, it's not last season. Then when a coach be against we, last season, our coach was against us. Now I remember when they sacked him and I said that I think he deserved to go. And everybody kept telling me, oh, but he had turned around the corner, this, that. Today we did second. Make them sack Maresca, take Poch, come back. By February, we did 13th. By February, we did 13th. That coach, wherever he is, they have to call him and sack him again. But he has to refund us the money they pay him for the mutual separation. But I do think that we have the capacity to finish above Arsenal this season. Just because I just think Arsenal's manager has not reinvented himself well enough. And everybody has caught on to how they play. They are good enough to beat the teams that they are supposed to beat. So your West Hams, your Ipswich, your Southamptons, your Leicesters, they'll beat them. But they've not reinvented themselves well enough that when the game is very tight and difficult, that they can grind out some win out of nowhere.
Yes, we are undefeated against the top six, but yeah, agenda. So feel free. Just keep spraying. Yeah. I get where you're coming. I get the angle you wanted to go. Keep going. Keep going.
Is it? Are you insecure, Van Gelder?
I'm not.
I want to understand something, right? You've been given an opportunity to gloat. Talk about your team. Talk about why you are there. The changes you've seen, what the coach is doing, how people criticize you for signing players here, doing school feeding program and all those things, right? But how all of a sudden, why you people? I hate the fact that you put the 10 that say, why you put the give Arsenal relevance? It's like, why? Hey, let me tell you something. If we be United, when we did top or we did join second, well, lie don't go be about anybody. It go be about how we be the greatest team in the world.
Crack, you need to remember that coming into the season, this is probably Arsenal's season. We all agree this was Arsenal's season. This is their title to win. Let's not do like we are. This is Arsenal's title to win.
Benjamin, I understand you, but even when we are losing, say we dogpile on Arsenal, right? Even when we are below them, we call them bottlers. So I'm saying that this is not really the time. I said, give me the opportunity. Make people slack, make Amorim candidate top 4. Make you slack. Make Amorim. Watch me. I could have killed a lot of people. Watch me. Yeah. Slack, make you candidate top 4. Like, I go forget self say Liverpool and since the EPL will be the greatest team ever. Basby Babe said no come. I tell you people. See, this is the time for you to talk about your team. No. Talk about Kopama. Forget Arsenal.
they come small. They come small. See, every day, everybody the coach that 1 billion tell me. That 1 billion, soon you all go see why we spend that money. You start to see already. It don't be long talk. On the field of play, you go see that money. Make nobody can base me where the 1 billion go again. I don't want to hear. Because the team way, then they get the experience, then they know the ball play, then they do this, then my coach be the best in 6 best. Maza, this is the coach that we bought from the championship. Make nobody forget that thing. Me, all these things, I record put down. So on Liverpool legend, we can't tell, we say, make players to the go Chelsea. Make Chelsea so they sign players. Now, that time at the guy with the talk this thing for you, he used some word. He paid me pass. Made them sign for proper club. Abua, we want me the proper club. Ipswich or Southampton.
See that guy which we disown about. We the Liverpool
Oh,
fans we disown that guy.
I just keep my cool. Jose talk say baby horse. So baby horse.
That guy be FSG. That guy be FSG Mo.
Now
you put on for like him.
See, but at the end of the day, baby steps. We are doing what we have to do. When we come, our players are coming into their own. Formations are working. We have somebody that can read the game, that can plan properly for teams that we have to play. That can actually say, you know what, this game I go bench Enzo. I for play Lavia, Caicedo pivots. Today, Caicedo play right back. You know that. You play right back. You know. All right, good. This is the first time that we've had all our muscular players and our creatives on the pitch at the same time.
But Reece James should be muscular.
He did listen.
I bet make I ask a question before Van Gelder go on, because you're building a point. So you say nobody go ask you about the 1 billion again, but I'm asking though. I mean, what be the objective for Chelsea? I mean, the Premier League is one thing, but that's not the only competition you're playing in. Also, how long this rebuild for take to crystallize? Because you know, if we spend 1 billion and then you just stay in a vacuum, they do Matrimako every season. Because you foretell, we say, okay, maybe next season you go win the title. Next season you go win the title.
Before Van Gelder go come, I want to talk something, right? And it really they pay me say today I talk for these rivals, right? But the best thing that had to happen to Chelsea this season was to be in the Conference League. That's the best thing, because they have a big enough squad to not rate that league and to use that tournament to give the French players playing time, players that don't have form, to get their confidence there and even know themselves. That's one thing I've studied, because they're not allowing Cole Palmer to go and play at Sodom and Gomorrah. They help them. That guy is always fresh. And that's how everybody wishes their star players will have that kind of treatment. You are not going to see Saisodo play against Budumburam FC. You're not going to see that, right? You're not going to see their big stars playing those games. So they are always fresh every weekend. And that guy demands a lot of running, a lot of pressing. You understand? Coaches like that, these young crazy coaches, that's how they are. If you watch Chelsea are constantly pressing. They are on you. When they lose the ball, they tag in twos, not just one-on-one. They hardly play one-on-one. I really watched and I really studied them. Today, what he did against Villa are very physical. And he matched them physically and he allowed the creative players to be creative. Granted, Villa in the past couple of games, they're not day form. But bro, it was beautiful to watch today. I was watching some of the games alongside the United match and I was like, hey, Chelsea really this. And another thing is that even though they spent 1 billion, they don't have the expectation to win this season. Once you don't have that, it allows you to do whatever you want to do. And this coach, for the first, like this coach came and they've given him the autonomy to do what he wants. Sack who you want to use who you want to use. Nobody's going to blame me for anything. Not many coaches can say that. That's why this guy can confidently say, bro, this guy go search club. to Sterling and things, I know we'll use you. I'll be true. Like how many coaches where nobody know them like that will come country star player like that? Think about it.
Our official vice captain, our actual vice captain, which is
The guy.
Ben Chilwell. I don't see Chilwell
the guy.
The gel. No, I don't see him like 2 months. This
first game of the season, this guy said, "Bro, these are the players I like. These ones I don't like them. They already know. I've told them." Pam. He said it. Right? He said it. Nobody said anything. Nketsia has scored what? 11 goals already in all competition, or 7 goals. 11, right? 11 goals in all competition, right? He has scored like 5 in the Conference League. And he has scored a couple in the cup matches and the league as well. That builds his confidence. Anytime they bring, anything can happen. He's not playing in the Premier League like that, but he has 11 goals this season already. Because as I said, then they use the Conference League, they try to build them on this one. Had they been in Europa or the Champions League, them a 1 billion case, it go raise ugly head because they will have to be playing Cole Palmer there and play him in the league as well. Less rotation, and that's when players will be disgruntled because playing time and all those things. But the fringe players, the squad players are getting game time in the Conference League. They are getting the hype, they are getting the attention, and they trust the coach. So I hate the fact that I'm even talking for Chelsea nonsense team.
But let me answer Benjamin's question. I set it out very clearly at the beginning of the season. Objectively, there should be no way we don't win the Conference League. If we qualify, if we drop second, win FA Cup, and we don't win the Conference League, for me, we didn't. It's a failure this season. That league, they must bring it back to Stamford Bridge. By April, May there, then it just come call West London. Boko can't rest. If we go east, go take the one in the West Ham, them are there. We go there, go take come back. Simple. Win the Conference League, win the FA Cup, and make top 4. Qualify for Champions League. That's my objective for this season. Win, because then the EFL Cup game on, but right now then Jerry, so he left FA Cup, the Conference League. So the 2 cup competitions we decide, we will win both and qualify for the Champions League. With regards to winning the Premier League, 2 years. In 2 years' time, I want to see Chelsea win the Premier League. Whether it's with Enzo Maresca or with some other manager, that one I don't know. But in 2 years, I want to see Chelsea win the Premier League. That'd be my objective.
That'd be those are cool expectations, but I also say that I don't know if these expectations are realistic from what I'm seeing, because your not a slight to the team, but the new owners of the team don't seem to me like they are title chasers. Don't get me wrong. I feel like everybody would love a title when they get it, but an owner who is making moves that they are sure about will get them a title, and an owner who is making moves that they think will generate them money for commercial purposes. And don't forget that coming into the season, Chelsea actually make like a few like shrewd moves to make sure that FFP didn't come back to bite them.
Illegal.
So they have to,
Illegal
like,
is the word you're looking for. Illegal. You're using the wrong.
It's not my fault that your club has 65 million.
I prefer shrewd, but hey,
it's not my fault. It's not my fault that we can tell. It's not my fault.
I'm just saying. But the fact that you guys had to like move around a lot of pieces to make sure your books were in the clear is an indication of what might happen. I think a couple of the fringe players that make it possible, for instance, for you guys to have a fresh Cole Palmer, I think you guys will be forced to sell a couple of those guys very soon. And so I'm not sure the complete what this project looks like at the end of the tunnel, but I will give you the benefit of the doubt. I would say that for now, based on what was happening last season and what we are seeing now, massive improvement. I mean, the fact that Nicholas Jackson is like firing. It's like
even though the Billie Jean name.
But Billie Jean is for there. So if he is for there, he forgets in flowers. So for now, I'll say that, to be honest, I enjoy the football with Chelsea the player. Like I'm even like they pay me say for top, but that be the truth. If you see the transitions, like
Wait.
You
You people explain why the Billie Jean.
Nah, Zach, he need me. He needs me.
I bet explain why, because I don't Jackson, Billie Jean, Michael Jackson singing Billie Jean. Why you give us Billie Jean?
No, but for real, I mean, see, like, no, easy. Then your man, in first season, then he consistently miss chances. Like, I they see him say, oh, Senegalese, Dienka, Jackson found home, you know, like, where you go carry that name from to begin with. So then it is funny me. Then
First
like,
of all, he be Senegalese and ball out for Gambia. That be how for not say my boy.
Look at that. So then it is funny me because your man if he waste some chance, then he did do some things like he did do like he shocked say he waste the chance. I'm like, bro, like just score the chance. Then he just did funny me. So I was like, you know what? You are better a dancer than actually a striker. So make I just put the Michael Jackson tag on you. Make I just give you the
Michael Jackson celebration.
No, Charlie. No, he be hard. He be hard. And then, like I feel like the season will end. Then Jackson hit 20 goals. Then when the eyes clear, Charlie.
You know what he talking? Wait, he say Senegalese Jackson Faroube. Look, the whole of last season, I even said it on this pod. I actually thought the guy was Colombian. I actually thought the guy was from South America.
100%.
I said it.
Colombian. 100%.
I look.
I would have bet money on it. I would have bet serious money on it. And said he's Colombian.
Jackson, look over free. Nicolas Jackson. Oh
no, he be hard. But Chelsea for free win the title because the position you did in there. You know if you have Joao Felix, you know if you have Nkunku firing on double,
dude,
they
have
goals
Joao
already.
Felix. They have Joao
Charlie,
and he's on your bench.
You know that.
Hold on.
That's Joao Felix guy. If the only Chelsea fans pay, we know the rate that. Everybody they talk. You have Joao Felix. We don't see anything.
No, forget it. Do you know that
that's
at the point Joao Felix's contemporaries were Mbappe and Erling Haaland? Like those were the comparison rooms he was in. And so if you have a guy like that on your bench, you will win the title. I mean, Jackson is firing, Palmer is firing. Jackson and Palmer, I think, are on 8 and 7 goals. Their assist numbers are piling up as well. If you only your goalkeeper way, he be sus. But minus that, I think Chelsea have a good team to win the league. So we know me personally. I like the way football fans they like deflect like the pressure, like, oh, this season we don't come say they can't win the title, bro. If you look at Chelsea's team, it's a title winning team. How much did you buy Enzo Fernandez?
You see, the problem is that
your midfield. No, hold on. Your midfield is a 200 million midfield. You don't get 200 million midfield. They take contest for Europa League
Enzo,
and just Champions League.
Thank you. Yeah,
it be Champions. It be Premier League winning midfield.
Manji, sorry, but the problem is
that Nketsia alone be 200 million.
Before Lavia be 50, before Lavia be 55. It be 250.
The problem.
You forget the winger. The winger, no, the blonde guy. What be his name?
Mudryk. Hey, make it not talk about conference league Neymar for here. Make it not talk about conference league Neymar. 8 goal contributions in 15 games. Make it not talk about conference league Neymar.
No. See, you see, this be the things you put to get away with. On the real, if what Mudryk they do for Chelsea be worth 100 million, I swear I go play in Chelsea. I know they play. See,
why we didn't pay 100 million though? We paid 60 million for him.
No, that's not true. No, that's not true.
This is what we are not going
The rest of the thing all be Champions League and other things where we not yet pay. We know yet pay.
I don't think it's exactly 100 million, but it's definitely not 60 million. Don't try to whittle down the price.
Go check. That be what we pay. Go check.
All I'm saying is
I have never seen ads on worth 40 million. Really lie. Which ads on 40 million?
Go check. If you forget that they lie, go check.
No, is he Van Gelder? All I'm saying is if I play 30 games for Chelsea, I'll score 5 goals and give 3 assists too. I can do that. I know they hype. I know they ball like that too. But the things Mudryk they do, forget.
Make it up basis, but if you go,
forget.
If you go, what are they going to Corpus Christi Park? Even the name for that. Make it up.
I say, if what this guy do be worth 100, I can do the same. Just give me a jersey and put me out on the pitch. I'll do the same thing.
Benjamin, you know, to add to what there gets to a time where when a player keeps doing the same things over and over and over again, it's no longer it be luck or he's on form. It's now like he's a player. The guy they play, he knows what he's doing. Cole Palmer last season was he's on form. He's trying, he's trying to prove himself. Him doing it again this season, what he's doing, now he be player. Not like you people have a player on your hands, and he's a really good player. I hate to say it, but he's a really good player. He's taken on the role of Chelsea's talisman and Chalet bro. Like in a ball, they currently say he's not not a big game player and things. It will come. He's 20, 21, 22. Yeah, it's his first. He's done one full season. This being his second season, I know. Probably by the second half of the season, you start troubling big teams. So
I mean,
following on from what Benjamin is saying, you do have they won't do like you spend $1 billion to try and do something.
The point we are making, the point I was trying to tell Benjamin and all of you is that do you know that for most of the guys last year, that Carabao Cup final was the biggest league in their career in the league. That's the biggest.
We don't care.
We don't care.
No. So based on that, if you look at it from that perspective, then you can't say that from people going from that all of a sudden this season the expectation should be that they should win the league. No, you can't. If you move like if they win the conference league, the expectation that they should win the conference league in the competition where they are the overwhelming favorites. I expect them to win that.
Can I ask you a question? Answer the question. If Arsenal spent $1 billion on signing players, you will 100% tell them that they have no time and they should win the league immediately.
If Arsenal, first of all, Arsenal don't get $1 billion, but if by some magic you got that $1 billion to sign players with your current manager, absolutely you should. Absolutely you should.
So we're in our right mind to also. Enzo Maresca is also a title. He's a title-winning manager.
But everybody there is not championship manager. Why Chelsea get championship manager?
No. He's on paper. He's won titles on paper. Whether it be big title, small title, it be title.
It be title.
The other way you're saying if they don't win Conference League, it's a title. If they don't win Conference League, there is a failure. So it's a title.
And Corey, to even add to that, like you don't have to be in the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup specifically. Your players have been in winning situations. Enzo had won a title before he came around.
Thank you.
Joao Felix has been in winning situations before he came around.
Champions League finals.
Nkunku had been in winning situations, at least like a Dutch Pokal before he came around. Like these guys have been. Don't make it sound like he's making it sound like Chelsea went and bought like. No, hold on. You're making it sound like Chelsea bought hot prospects for big money, and so you need like 4 years to grow. No. That's not,
bro. Now, I want it now.
I'm respecting the Premier League. That is why I'm saying I'm not saying that we're winning it this year. And they give them some cool 2 years. I know they can't do Arsenal the Martin somewhere. Then you go chop second, then you go peak for there. Then all of a sudden you start to drop. Then
and a slot they make nonsense of that theory because he come from Eredivisie, come inherit somebody in team, barely buy any player. 18 out of 20.
But as a Chelsea fan, I've seen that before. Been there, done that. Antonio Conte came in. He came in with Pep Guardiola, met Jurgen Klopp, beat all of them to the league title in his first season. So I've seen it before. The difference is that if you did talk about Enzo Maresca, this be somebody where like 2 years ago, he was Pep Guardiola's assistant. Then he went to Leicester in his first season with the best squad in the championship. He wrapped up the league and won it, which is what he was expected to do. He comes to the Premier League, so many unknowns in a club that is in turmoil. Bro, I don't see they say when I own self get beef. And Bolly won't buy out Egbali won't buy out Bolly. Right now, I see all those things that happen. We actually don't have a front of the shirt sponsor, but nobody's talking about it. Last year, as we start the season, we know the force where we did think about they say who be infinite. We go inflate the this thing, make it go 40 million. This that. Now, nobody. We know they play with that for a share sponsor. at the end of the day, in a stable environment, with a manager, as Crack has said, who has the ability to say, these are the crop of players I will play with. Those guys, I don't know, whatever I want to do with them, that's a you thing. That two sporting directors decide among yourself what you want to do. And I agree with you. Someone like Nkunku is already making noises that he wants more playing time. But Enzo Maresca is very clear. You can't play Nkunku, how do they call Cole Palmer and Joao Felix in the same team, because then who is going to do the defensive work for you? And it's always about balance. As far as he has balance and you are part of that team, you will play. So today, Cole Palmer comes off, Felix comes on, Sancho comes off, Madueke comes on. Balance. It's always about balance for him.
Have you forgot about that, man?
It's always about balance. As far as the team is balanced, we will just keep winning our match. Again, baby horse. Baby horse. Baby horse. Baby horse.
Moving on quickly. Man United, Ruben Amorim.
I'm on fire.
It looks like things are finally picking up. Okay, it's just been 2 games that he's won in a row, but Crack, we want to hear from you, because that'll be the main reason why you wear your glasses. You see right now, you get scholar as manager. You wear your glasses, say you can't preach scholarly things. So, Crack, how do you feel about Amorim and him recording a very impressive 4-0 win against Everton today?
You see, when in the Bible, right, when John the Baptist was preaching about the gospel and everything, right, he was letting people know that the Savior will actually come, right? And you've had people in the Bible, prophets and judges. We call them judges, right? That was pre-Christ, right? In the Old Testament, we call them judges. Most of them spoke about the coming of the coming of Christ, right? And when Jesus Christ came, he went to be baptized by John the Baptist, and that's when he said, like, the Savior is here, right? When Ten Hag made the statement, errors come to an end, right? I think he was sent. All right, he was sent as a prophet to make that prophecy, not for him to make it come true, to set the path for Ruben Amorim. He's the chosen one. He's the savior. He's the Ajinkwa. Because it's very rare to have somebody called Amorim and his name rhymes with Amor fire, Amor winds, Amor enemies, Amor everything, Amor blessings, Amor grace. Amor goes with everything.
What's going on
positive
here?
in this life.
Benji.
You understand? That's what I'm saying. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Make you guys not slack. More could creep into top 4. You go over you people. And one thing I like is this is a new. You see, I don't even want to focus on the football so much. I just want to focus on. I think people are not realizing the change going on in Manchester United, right? For the first time since Fergie left, this is when we have proper footballing people actually at the helm of affairs, right? Like when we had this guy Ed Woodward, right? Ed Woodward surrounded himself with businessmen, right? We didn't really have, and he was just focused on bringing like Fletcher and co on board as just this and that, right? When we've always needed we've always been crying for sporting director, blah blah blah. Beginning of the season, they actually wanted to get rid of Ten Hag, but I think there wasn't any coach available, so they had no option than to extend the guy. It was just a matter of time. I like how swift they moved, and I like how for the first time, this guy is not the team manager. He's a coach. When he was announced as the coach of Manchester United, not the team manager. Because for all these years, when we say team manager, the guy does more than just control the football on the pitch, right? He's in recruitment, everything, running of the club, and he has a voice. But this one, they say he focus on just the playing and everything and that. Another thing I like about Amorim is that he said it's either this way or no way. I like the fact that he came in early. He didn't come in season ending, or he didn't come in January. He's here now. Play this formation till thy kingdom come, and you know the players that you go with, the players that should stay, and the players that should go. I quite remember I said in the group chat that we actually have the players for a 3-back when this guy was here. Ten Hag was here. I said it. But this guy was so stubborn and stuck in his ways. You have Abidjan Messi, and you can't actually believe in this boy. Me, I'm like to you, Amad Diallo is the most talented player in the United team. And it's not even debatable. The only problem with this guy is he's smallish and he has fitness issues. That's all. Aside that, in terms of thinking on and off the ball, not many people can compare this in this current United team. He's the most talented and the smartest player in the team. During the times we were struggling, there are times he comes off the bench and he rather calms the game instead of Bruno, the captain. Ahmad actually shows the maturity. We are pressing, high press, playing in the back three, wing back. We still don't have our players back to fully move Ahmad to 2 10s, where we can push either Dalot to right wing back, or we have Mazraoui play the right wing back. Malasia hasn't played ball in 2 years, came back, he was still rusty. We saw it in the Europa League. Shaw, right now, Shaw can't play that left wing back because he overlaps twice, he will blow in gaskets. So he can't. So we are keeping him for the left center back. He's there. We are being forced to play Dalot over there. Personally, that boy no gets sense, but he's smiling boy, but I digress. But he's being played there. One of our smartest player, the second smartest player on the team is Mazraoui. He's playing right center back. Hopefully, Maguire is back now. We can have Maguire there and move him to right wing back. Move Amad Diallo and Amad Diallo, and I don't even want to see Bruno. Let Bruno go back to the 8. Right now, I'd rather we play Amad Diallo, Rashford, and a striker over there. Even if we are not playing Rashford, I don't want to see Garnacho starter. ETH made we believe that these players are bums. Granted, they are not smart, but they are not bums. I've had this argument and I'm tired. I'm tired that people actually mention Brighton, people actually mention Aston Villa, people actually mention teams and they are saying player for player, they are better than the United team. No, they are not. Villa and all these things, player for player, they are not. I'm tired of doing this argument. They are not better. Good coaching makes you think players are world beaters. That is how come teams like Brighton, teams like Aston Villa and teams are doing better than United, and somebody can sit there and say that, oh, they have better players, they recruited. No, bro. No. How many international players do those teams have? How many winners do they have? Now, Casemiro alone, Champions League or the 2 Accra Premier League. How many teams? How many teams? See, Casemiro alone, he go battle teams.
Make I just ask a quick question before you go just on the tangent today or now. So are there of some belief say United, one of your big problems is say every manager they come, you people say you for buy on your own team. So Ten Hag was literally in the process of completing his own team and then he got fired. I think he bought his own team. I've heard people say, and I've heard you say that your players are currently good enough. Are you saying that Amorim will not need his own team to succeed, and that, let's say, with an addition of 2 or 3 players, this team should be title ready?
You see, that's not what I said, though, right? I'm talking about you coming into the situation, right, and using what you have. That is what good coaching is. Prior to Amorim coming, we believed that this team was so shit that we didn't want to see any player. Smiley Adela, we were saying that, like, bro, these players, like, and there were some people blaming the players instead of ETH. ETH lost his way. He lost his way. That guy think we can't do Sakawa. That guy be fraudster. I didn't tell you, say that guy then for investigate him. That Anthony money in money days, because he and some of these players were signed for Ajax, then they sell the same, then they share the same agent. So some of the money then buy the players, since no days, I tell you, I always talk this thing. Before rehire then sack him or take him go to the tribunal. And they tell you, all I'm saying is, Amorim has come, right? He has made you know that I'm playing 3 back. I'm playing wing back formation, right? I am using this play. I'm testing these players. Come summer, come a year later, the players that can play, I am keeping them. Those that can't, they will go. Those players that can play this formation, and that's what I'm saying. That mind you, right now this guy is the coach. He has some level of say in recruitment, but he doesn't have too much power like the way ETH and things like, because he's no longer the team manager. He's a coach of Manchester United, and that's what some people haven't noticed. That there's a clear disparity in our communication and the role we've given him now.
But I think that's going to bring confusion though, because on one hand, you say the manager says that it's my way or the highway, and then you also raise rightly so that there's bound to be a situation where, for instance, he plays out the season, he's not happy with some players, he might want to move them on, and the club might say, you are not moving them on. And I've seen this with Man United multiple times, even with managers who are way more powerful than him. So I'm just saying, just by way of like a contribution,
So,
I think that might bring troubles.
You see, when it was under Mourinho and things, right, the kind of players Mourinho wanted to move were not players that had lost form. Listen, the time Mourinho was there, with Pogba, with Martial, all the players he fell out with, right? Those players were good players at that time. You understand what I mean by that? And when Mourinho left, we saw how they played under Ole, where for the first time, we had 3 attackers scoring like 20 goals each or so in a season. In all competitions, we had that. We had a front line where somebody had 16 goals, somebody had 20 goals, somebody had this and this. Greenwood, Martial, Rashford. And you had, do you get it? Pogba and since they hadn't lost form. Mourinho's on is, bro, if me and you know, I don't want to see it for you, whether it be Messi or so, I don't want to see it for there. But then that time too, as I talk, Eduardo was a businessman. Martial was selling jerseys in China, in Asia. He was one of the top selling, you understand? So it was more of a business though for them as well. They weren't just seeing the football inside. Just that. You understand? It wasn't just a straightforward thing. Right? It wasn't just that. So there was more to it by then. And I would say that wasn't the best way to run the club. But what I'm saying under Amorim is that you brought a young coach who you believe can actually drill people and coach them. United still have one of the youngest squad. That's what people don't understand. When our players don't grow like that, we have, if you come out Casemiro, we only have like, in our team, we only have like 4 players with a 30 plus. They are not lost causes. Right? And what we told Amorim say, they can't do big overhaul every transfer window. Because these people, they try save money, they try build stadium and things so. So United, that's why this guy said we are on a 3 years part. And we've actually said it. We know they won't win league. We know they try win league next season or next 2 seasons. He has said it. For us to compete, we're on a 3-year trajectory. So we know they can't spend plenty like that. Chelsea use the same thing where they take buy play because they don't say they go fit ban them at any time. So then buy pull down. Where some go. So that's what I'm saying, that this team we have, we need good players or not, granted, but we not get shit players as people make it look. Ugarte be young guy. Menu be young boy. Garnacho, even though the boy still the need sense, he be young boy. You understand? We still have an experienced young defender where people think say he be old man. We be one and number 4. No? You understand? He's very young, but people they think say because he has been a captain since he was young, led the Ajax team and since people think say he grow. He not grow. Euro is a very young boy. It be Gen Z. It be true. Euro be Gen Z. So if you look, Mazraoui no grow. You the Bible that they talk. If you look at the team, man, can say we don't get old players where we go fit chap them, talk say you they sack them, transition. No. But ETH lost his way. He can play a team today, then go win match, then the next match, he bench some players with them play well. How you go fit tell me say you play Anthony ahead of Ahmad because Anthony be training ground Messi. Are you mad? You tell me say Anthony perform for training pass are mad. So that's why when you see that anytime this boy come, there's a change. When you play Ahmad 3 consecutive games, you don't lose match. Next game you bench up.
I like the distinction you make, and I like the clarity you give to the matter. I for run in like the next 2 minutes because I get so in like 10 minutes. But I want to say one more thing just before I go. The project you mentioned there, a better power. Charlie, 3 years there. Charlie, you know that things go fit happen in 3 years. Like 3 years, a lot can happen. So I didn't like the fact say you they measure your expectations by giving yourself a 3 years span. It'd be cool. I mean, me, for instance, I did live for United them and demise. So 3 years be cool for me. If that be how long you want to spend in the wilderness. So that'd be cool. I don't really mind. But
No,
I want to say. No, you
No,
want
you
to
talk.
just a I want to say, I don't want to see you guys doing well. When I see your individual players doing well, it hurts me. Like, I see Kobe Meno doing well, I'm like, yo, somebody should come for this kid. I see Ganacho doing well, I want to make somebody come pick him up. So, if you people want to do 3-year projects there, me, I still trust the process before. In basketball, I see say Philly, they do some, it never the end. I see say Arsenal try to trust the process. It never the end. They say they chop second twice. Cool. Let's see how it plays out. But I wish you guys well. But today, I like the Islamic cleric drip. Even though you dress like Islamic cleric, you come with Bible quotes. But it's cool. I enjoyed the show today. I've run out, but I just want to say thank you to you guys.
Much. Thank you so much. We hope we'll have you again soon.
God bless.
See,
All right.
and I know he will listen later, but then talking what he was saying that about the project, right? Amorim actually said in the second game that, bro, he go chair. He said it. He said he go chair. He said we go suffer chair. He said it. Because bringing your own way, trying to build in a different league and all those, it's not easy like that. And it's lot they do something where this guy can do the same thing. What we name this Chelsea coach. Where he win in league in the first season. What's his name? Conte. What people don't understand is that Conte came to meet Kante. Conte came to meet Matchit. Most of the Chelsea team that Conte used to win, he came to meet them. He came to meet Hazard. He came to meet Diego Costa.
Came to meet
Fabregas. He came to meet the spine. You understand? All he did was play a different formation and play to their strength. Pedro and all those things, right? So it worked. That's the same thing going on with Ancelotti. That Liverpool team has never been a bomb team. That's what are they talking. That Liverpool team get quality. They have world-class players. That's why I keep on talking about the spine. You have Salah, you have Van Dijk, you still have Robertson. Robertson, who is still one of the best left backs in the world, whether you like it or not. You still have Trent. You understand? You still have Alisson. Come to the midfield. They have a good midfield. Go attacking. They still have Ruben Diaz. Bro, they get Diaz, then get Salah. Play left and right. Right now, this boy said they get some stats. The next boy is called go today, no. Gakpo. And Gakpo is not a bum player.
Gakpo.
Yes, sir. Gakpo no be bum player. You have Jota, who can go in camera. The only problem they get with Nunu Milk. He be the only player where he be back. But he have a solid team.
See, this is why you have to stop this guy right now.
You understand? So me, Amorim, as I said, this ETH was John the Baptist and Amorim is Jesus Christ. Thank you.
Smiley, I just want to say that the reason why that guy for good is that Anthony thing. That Anthony thing he do. That be the time when me see that guy, one, he be fraud. Two, he can't steal people your money. He steal people and he get money. May I just go do power? He set him brother up for life.
Van Gelder, make I tell you something.
You do agenda or what? We support Ten Hag. Ten Hag be the
best.
He be the best. But right now,
that's why he's gone.
Right now, that's why he's gone. He hag him parents, so before sell him out.
No. Do you know the crazy thing? The time Anthony was valued, Anthony was valued like less than 30 million or something, right? The guy no more could go buy him. Tell me why the guy was valued at 20-something million or 30-something million, and we ended up buying that player 80 million. No, think about it. I have never, like, them value car, like Corey, them value car, this car they go by, them value him at 60,000. You end up paying 1.2 million.
Where do you think MPP they learn those things from?
No, I don't get it.
From the white man. Yeah. We just give
Bro,
a value
beginning of the season
before we
beginning of the season, Ajax wanted to, they were open to selling Anthony for like 30-something million. ETH don't go chase the boy. 1 week made them close the window. That's when this guy said. So I say, I see say make desperate. So right now, meanwhile, the guy go pass back, make them cook the money go up. He give Ajax in share, where the manager take them a share. That guy go suffer no be today.
But he said that say Klopp wanted to buy Anthony to replace Salah.
To replace.
You see,
The
way they pray said that thing go happen.
Hey, didn't pay me like that before for my life, he said. But anyway, we've come to the end of this episode. It's been a long, exciting episode. Thank you guys for joining. If you haven't done this already, please follow our social media pages: Twitter, Instagram, ATW Podcast GCR, TikTok AfterTheWhistle, YouTube AfterTheWhistle Podcast. Subscribe on different podcast platforms: Apple, Spotify, Amazon, wherever you can find podcasts, we did there. And also remember to share the episode. You can comment, leave a comment in the YouTube, leave a rating anywhere, and just help to spread the podcast. Once again, Charlie guys, Van Gelder, Fred, Crack, Corey, thank you again. I know say people get my wives, they wait for them. Crack there, you don't get wife, they wait for them. That's why they talk plenty like that. But the rest of us, we forgot to do plenty explanation from here. So Charlie,
unprovoked.
Thank you.
Unprovoked.
But this is crazy. Van Gelder made a statement. I was like, I was watching a match with my wife. This is when I realized, you know what? Very soon I go invite you to come my wedding. Just give me 2 years.
Amen.
You know what? He said they will make Amorim win. If Amorim win, no, that year no, you go mad.
We'll go wait
Anyway, Charlie guys, once again, thank you again for joining us on this one. And as always, ATW dominates the conversation.